What is up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Nick and welcome to the channel. You join me today at Indianapolis. We are in the Forza Touring Cars once again, and we are trying out the Honda Civic. It's been a while since I've been in this one, since the qualifier series, in fact, I think. I'm slapped on a tune now. I'm remembering a bit more about the games. Not the best, but it will do. We have just completed our first of 3 qualifying laps there at 32.0. We are improving a little bit through the first sector. We are going to be nowhere near fighting for pole on a list lap here, as you can see, currently set at 129.8, but the car ahead of us is just going to blister that by a full second at a 28.8, while we put in a 31.7. So we are going to be a good couple of seconds off the pace at a minimum on this one here. On our final lap, we do manage to find a bit more time. We find about half a second coming through the S's. We drop a little bit through the final sector there, unfortunately, only gaining by about 0.3, putting in a 31.4. So we are going to be starting. It said there after qualifying we were in P4, but unfortunately in the last 6 minutes, while the last people put their laps in, we do drop to 7th, which is becoming our customary qualifying position. Apologies in the last one, I got a bit distracted by being in the lobby with Roy that I completely forgot to let you know we improved our rating a little bit up to 4545 and getting into the S-Class safety rating. So we are going to be jumping on this one here. First and foremost, we are going to be looking to try and avoid any form of contact that we can in front of us, because generally if you can survive lap 1, you will get a much better finishing position in these ones here. So we managed to navigate a stationary Golf off the grid there, so we get a free position up to P6 on the run down to T1. Breaking around the 100 board, we go a little bit wide just to make sure we don't get taken out by anyone. We see a blinding pink flash as the Civic flies past us on the entry to turn 1. We hold on to P6 through that. We don't lose any positions to anyone up the inside here. We navigate nice and cleanly through the first couple of corners here. We are surrounded by a gaggle of Audis. We have 3 in front and 2 behind, so definitely a lot of people here using the Audis. They do seem to be the stronger car at this one here. They do burn the tyres a bit more from what I've heard, so it's not really a car I'm going to try and work too much in. I try and play a little bit off meta. I just find it a bit more fun trying to make other cars work, and the guy who got pole was in a Civic, so it's clearly not crucial to be in those sort of cars. We managed to get up to P5 with the Audi sliding off there through the left-hander. We coming in through the right-hander at the end of the lap here. We missed the apex and we brake a little bit too sharply for the car behind us, and we do get rear-ended a little bit. It's probably more on me than it is on him. Coming around onto the long right-hander back to the start-finish straight, we dropped to P6 with that Golf that was stationary on the line, getting it back past us. We try and hang on to it as best we can through the opening of this lap here, but he just seems to be able to get the power down a lot better than I can. We got the Audi coming up the inside on this left-hander through the back straight. We're going to leave plenty of space on the inside to make sure that he's got room to navigate that corner. We now have the inside for the S's, so we're going to slot back in front, and we're going to keep hold of P6. Coming down to the right-hander, we don't mess up this one as badly as we did previously. It's a little bit deep, but you can take a bit more of that curb, ideally, to get the better racing line with better apex speed and an exit as well. We managed to hold off the attack from the white Audi as well. We put ourselves on mid-track through the left-hander to make sure it didn't really dive up the inside there. We've got a Audi on the right-hand side in Red Bull livery giving us a dive up the inside. We're going to do the switch back there as he brakes very late and not able to turn the car until very late through the corner. We just avoid getting rear-ended there. He bails off into the pit lane. He was in Red Bull livery, so we were immediately wary as soon as we saw he was doing a quick dive. Coming ahead to the end of lap 5, you see the white Audi behind us has dived in the pit lane. We are doing 1 lap extra. To be honest, I completely forgot that I needed to pit and what lap we're on, so we're going to do it on lap 6. We don't have much of our tyres left at all, but this extra lap gave me the idea. We were planning to go medium, but I think now with only 3 racing laps left, we might just be able to get the softs to last. They will last the free qualifying, so we're going to give it a go and see how we end up. Now, being in the pit lane, you know what I'm about to ask. If you are enjoying this, drop me a like, leave me a comment to let me know that, and if you want to see more of these videos in the future, do please subscribe. So, as we rejoin the race, crucially, we are P8, but as you can see, flying up behind us on the rear view mirror is the white and blue Audi, so we managed to maintain position. We are now ahead. We have much quicker tyres because you're probably more than likely going to be put in for medium, so we are looking to trying to gap the guy behind us, but do it without absolutely murdering the tyres, because we've got to make these last an extra lap really than they're probably they're at the best, really. So we are gapping in by about a second over this lap, so that is a good start. We have 2 people pitting here, so we're going to go up from P8 back into P6 where we pitted from originally. As you can see, the car ahead of us, we are a bit closer to him than before we pitted. We are ahead of the Red Bull Rivalry Audi as well. We've got a ghosted player there who was in P5 originally, obviously having to duck out of the game, putting it on pause for whatever reason, so we get a freebie there. Coming out through the S's, we're about 1.2 seconds up. Importantly, what we're looking at doing is just trying to close down as much as we can to this Alpha Tauri liveried Audi in front of us, and we are about 2 seconds. We took about half a second off of him through that last series of complex here. Because we have the soft tyres, we're making up our ground through greater apex speeds, entry and exit grip. So he's probably a fair bit quicker than us in the straight. As you can see, he pulled out to 2.4 through the first sector where it's not really as dependent on the tyres. But as we close that through the second half of the lap, we brought that all the way down to 1.6 through the much more twisty end to the lap. So we're about 1.5 coming down the back straight on the last lap here. We are still improving our time through that sector, so we do still have some decent grip left. But coming through this long right-hander here, you'll see the left tyre just dips into the moderate grip now. So we are well and truly through the best grip that we're going to have. This just limits me coming through here. It's not really going to be enough left in this race for me to get any position, so we will bring this home in P5. And yeah, that is a fantastic result. We increase from P7 to P5 through the race, so a great result there, some good consistency, and most importantly, we managed to survive without being murdered, which is always a good race for me. So as you can see here, we were way off of the leader's pace here. They were doing 29s. We managed to sneak a high 30 in this. We do find a few seconds, or about a second over our quickest qualifying lap, and importantly, we do get to 4.6k rating in our multiplayer rating. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this one, do please click the video on the left for our last endeavour in the touring cars. The one on the right, if you wish to see more content, that is the full Forza playlist. Drop me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe for more in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.